Okay, okay. If you cannot find it, maybe
Okay,
Maggie.
I got it.
Maggie.
I got it.
Okay, you got it? Okay, good.
When she was 15 years old and her family was living in India, Spear had been...
What? Oh, okay. The second paragraph, the youngest of 5 sisters, right?
Oh, okay.
I didn't get the right page.
Okay, I can
I
read
didn't
it.
get it right.
Okay, Maggie,
Huh?
you go ahead, Maggie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Maggie.
The youngest of 5 sisters, Spear was born in Bangalore, Karnataka, India, but spent her childhood in Lagos, Nigeria. In elementary school, she would whisper her responses and tremble when told to speak up. But as she put it, she survived. Shall I continue?
Yes, of course.
Her family moved back to India when Spear reached high school, and while she looked like the other students, she had a Nigerian accent. The minute I opened my mouth, they all started laughing. She said, I tried to get an Indian accent overnight. I wanted to blend in. I wanted to be like them. This desire to blend in continued for years. Spear moved to the United States to pursue her master's degree in electrical engineering and was the only woman in her classes. She tried to sit in the back, but eventually the professor would notice her and ask her to answer a question or solve a problem. I did not have Toastmasters to give me the confidence. I survived. I managed. I graduated. During a milestone birthday celebration for her father, Spear and her sisters gave toasts. Each sister spoke from eldest to youngest, with Spear going last. Spear recalls it was one sentence. It was terrible. Continue?
Yes.
Okay. One of her sisters was a Toastmaster in India and encouraged Spear to join a club, and the idea stuck in her head. A few years later, when a club formed at her office, AT&M, she joined as a charter member and never looked back.
Okay, thank you very much. And Ida, could you please read the next section?
Okay.
Ida, can
Now,
you hear me?
yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Now, Spears is a proud member of 3 clubs, including the AT&T clubs, LACE Toastmasters, and the Virtual Parliamentarians and the fierce
Parliamentarian. Parliamentarian, that means lawmaker.
parliamentarians and feel that organizations is the best kept secret that should be a secret. I wish I had found sooner, she said. I want to more people to benefit from these programs. It works. I think about it. We are in 150 countries, all different cultures, all different backgrounds, all different perspectives, but we are all human beings. We want to these feelings of community. We want to this support. It's a tried and tested method. Tested is tried and tested method. So I am truly believer. It's this benefit in the programming that pushed Spencer to separate separate
To
the
spread-
word,
spread the word.
to spread the word about Toastmasters and inspired her inspired her
Inspire.
inspire her promised goal as she
Finally,
had she had into her years as international president. Membership growth. She
particularly
particularly jokes. I want to us to double in size and add all those other countries we are missing. One
initiative.
initiative for doing that is encourage members to participate in the plus one pledge and a pledge drive ask each members to bring a guest to the club meetings by the end of December. It's such a perfect way to honor our founders, she said. Spencer is being herself to the organization's duties a momentous milestone. This October's Toastmaster International is celebrated 100 years of teaching leadership and communication skills. When asked how she had been celebrated these memorable times in history, Barnes points at her virtual backgrounds designed by graffitians at work. Headquartered to showcase the Toastmaster brand's and 100 years logo. Showed pride, she said. I keep tell all my club members to show the backgrounds. We want people to know that we have been here for 100 years.
Okay,
good.
Thank you. We will stop here. So now we know a little bit better about Radhi Spear. So you have Jen, and Ida. You have both met Radhi, right?
Yeah, yesterday.
evening.
In
Yeah,
joint meetings in Division N.
I look at her photo. She is a short person, right? How tall is she? Or her husband is extremely tall. You know, her husband, I think it's 6 feet something. How
Okay.
tall is Radhi? Do you know?
I don't know, but
Maybe
is higher than present.
taller. She's taller than Jen.
Okay.
Jen, you took photo with Radhi yesterday evening. So do you think is she taller or shorter than you?
Shorter.
I told her
Shorter
that
than June.
I
you are
told her than
taller.
her. Yeah.
Okay, you are taller than Radhi. Okay, now we pretty much know. I think she is not that short, but she is not that tall. But her husband is very tall.
Yeah,
Her husband is Steve, right? Steve Spear. Okay.
Steve. Yeah.
Now, yeah, okay. I think one thing to remember is about, because we are all going to see her this weekend. So she has a very she has a slogan, okay, +1 pledge. That means each member will bring a guest to the club meeting by the end of December. Now it's April. So +1 pledge. Note about it. So when we can break the ice with her and talking about this +1 pledge. And also she is very ambitious. She wants to recruit more new members and explore those countries they are not in the Toastmasters map. So any comments from the floor? No? Quiet?
I
So
wonder.
now, Taylor, how would you like to read? How would you please read the next paragraph, the next session, okay?
Oh, sure. Just one moment.
A push.
Okay. A push to the starting block. Growth takes work, but Spear is no stranger to challenging herself or those around her. Where did that desire for growth begin in a child who once couldn't speak up to answer a question in class? Spear says, "My mother was a huge influence, and she was always insistent on being self-sufficient and independent. She may have been shy, but Spear quickly learned to embrace challenges thanks to her mother." When she was 15 years old and her family was living in India, Spear had been practicing her swimming twice a day, every day, in a newly opened Olympic-sized swimming pool near her home. There was a race set to take place, and Spear planned to compete, but began to get nervous and skipped some of her practice laps. When the day came, she went to the pool and asked the other racers what their best times were. She soon realized they were all much faster than her, so she decided not to bother. Spear and a friend went to a local bakery instead, and when she returned home, her mother asked how it went. Upon finding out her daughter didn't try, she said, "You just gave up? This is your idea of sportsmanship? This is not what I taught you. You were practicing all this while, and you just gave up without even attempting?" Spear took the lecture to heart and raced back to the pool with just enough time to spare to jump onto the starting block for the 400-meter freestyle final. With the taste of her bakery sweets in her mouth and her mother's words in her ears, young Spear took third place, and that felt like such a victory. Shall I keep going?
Maybe keep going to the end, diving back in. Oh, that's
Okay.
a long one.
That's a long one.
Just go ahead.
Okay. It's a sense of accomplishment, and you only feel that sense of accomplishment when you do something difficult. Anybody can do something easy, Spear says of the lesson learned. Why do we appreciate someone who ran a marathon? It's because it's hard, not because it's easy. So when I look back, my mom taught me a good lesson. She was there pushing me, so that's why I went back to the pool. From the moment she joined Toastmasters, Spear had fellow club members and mentors encouraging her and pushing her to speak, take roles, and grow. She was asked to be area director, and she honestly shared that she only agreed because she wanted to earn her distinguished Toastmaster designation. But she says, "You can make one small decision and your whole life could change, and you don't even realize." Serving as area director opened her eyes to the Toastmasters world beyond her club, and she began advancing in leadership roles from there. Spear was encouraged to run for what was division governor at the time. She was honored to be nominated and showed up to the conference where members would vote for the new leaders. Running unopposed, she didn't worry about preparing a speech, but then someone decided to run from the floor. I should have been prepared and I could have given in, but luckily I didn't, Spear says. She scrambled to figure out how to best pitch herself and ultimately won the election. From that day forward, there was an opposing candidate for every position she ran for until she reached the election for first vice president. But she was always prepared and came out on top. I think that's a good thing looking back because it makes you a better candidate. Maybe the immigrant in me wants to show I can succeed. Even as she was advancing in Toastmasters leadership, it never crossed Spear's mind that she would serve on the board of directors or become international president. She received a presidential citation from Jana Barnhill, DTM AS, 2008 to 2009 international president. Spoke about success in district leadership at an international convention, and was part of the very first International Leadership Committee, a group responsible for nominating international officer and director candidates from the pool of applicants. As Spear puts it, my Toastmasters journey was going great. But with a flourishing career and 2 daughters, juggling her responsibilities became difficult, and Spear opted to step back from Toastmasters to help her daughters in school.
Wow, yes. Now we know her journey in Toastmasters, especially in the beginning. She has to juggle between job and family. I guess most women do have this, how do you say, complexity, difficulties in deciding what to put first. But usually the women will share greater part of a role for taking care of the family. I think that maybe because she has 2 daughters, and it would be better for mother to take care of 2 daughters, okay, to help them, just like her mother did during her growth, the swimming competition. So do you all learn how to swim? 400-meter freestyle is not easy. Have you tried swimming competition at school before?
No, not before, but I swim to Salmon Lake, Yuetan.
Oh, Salmon Lake.
Wow.
3,000 meter.
Yes,
3,100 meters.
Yeah, 3 kilometers.
Yeah, 3 kilometers.
Yeah, maybe, maybe you can invite Taylor to join you. Usually this Salmon Lake, cross Salmon Lake, 3 kilometers would take place at the end of August.
Oh.
That's
every year.
September. Yeah, I think just 1 week before the Mid-Autumn Festival. Normally it's 1 week before the Mid-Autumn Festival.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So how was it? Did you
Very
enjoy
fun.
it?
Yes, very fun. Just like a carnival. 嘉年华了吧? Carnival. Yes, that's called a swimming carnival.
Yeah.
Swimming carnival.
Uh-huh.
I used to
I have
be
never
a
been there.
competitive swimmer.
3 kilometers is too long.
Yes,
too long for me.
it's very fun. It's a very fun activities. Somebody maybe just not everyone can swim very cool, very good. Not everyone is very good swimming skill, but everyone have very fun in this caliber.
Okay. Okay. Now we have Jen. Could you please read the next session from Diving Back In?
Yeah, sure. Diving back in.
Okay.
While Spear wasn't active in Toastmaster for a few years, she decided to attend the 2014
Yes,
2014
2014.
International Convention with her sister in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Toastmaster first convention outside of North America. There she ran into Deepa Menon DTM 2019 to 2020 international presidents who encouraged her to get involved again and run for region advisor. At this point, her daughters were in college and the timing with work felt right. I have to say, every time I go on a district visit, I think what really inspired me the most was women would come up to me and say, "Wow, you made it this far." And I think it's important for people to see that representation. Spirit says of returning to Toastmaster leadership. It made me feel good that they all came up and spoke to me. Spirit is now the 9th woman to serve as Toastmaster International President, and she's thrilled to see more women becoming district leaders. I don't mean to generalize, but I feel women can underestimate themselves sometimes, and I would like them to believe in themselves. She explains. Just as her mother pushed her and her sister to believe that they could accomplish anything, Spear wants that for her fellow Toastmasters. Toastmaster gives you those tools, the confidence to try things. She says, you may have the knowledge, you may have the ability, but you need that self-confidence. And that's what Toastmaster gave me. Even when Spear ran for second vice president and lost the race her first time, she learned on her Toastmaster confidence to try again. Her husband also played a role in getting her back on the starting block, just as her mother did when she was a teenager. Spear says she ran a second time because there's no shame in losing. She continues, I was lucky I had him that second time. I had my mom, but all of us have our clubs, if not our family, to put us. That's all.
Okay. So you really know, okay, after you join a Toastmaster, how do you climb up the ladder from a club member to become club officer and to become maybe club president, then area governor, division governor, and then you all the way up to regional advisor, and then you compete for international director, and then you compete for the second vice president. So that's a very long
journey.
But she has a lot. Radhi Spear, really, I admire her courage, and I also say she is very lucky to have the support from her husband, because usually after usually for people after they fail the first attempt, they tend to give up. Okay, for most people, men and women.
Yeah.
But with the support of her husband Steve, and she continued. She took the challenge again and ran for the second time, and she succeeded the second time. Okay, so I will read the last paragraph. Okay, the gift of a diverse viewpoint, from improving her self-confidence to inspiring others to raising her daughters and advancing her career. Spears' Toastmaster skills have been instrumental in allowing her to speak up, and the diverse environment of the organization is another aspect that she has helped her grow. In Toastmasters, we have people from around the world, and you can learn so much about all different types. Spear says, I think that's one of the things that makes it so much fun. The diversity of the people, the different perspectives, different backgrounds, it widens your mind, and it's really wonderful. Her team at AT&T is also diverse. She has co-workers from Nigeria, Egypt, Mongolia, Germany, and more. And she finds it beneficial when coming up with new ideas and perspectives. Thanks to Toastmasters, she is also comfortable speaking up in meetings or where she is in charge of a project. I can give feedback to others, and I'm willing to listen to feedback also, because it's so multicultural, and I don't presume to know all the answers, but I know that when you have a diverse group of people, you get more robust solutions, and I think that's a good thing. Spear explains. She maintains that mentality with the diversity of Toastmasters and the organization's board of directors. We think more broadly before we come up with a decision. Spear says, we have a very bright future ahead of us as we go forward. And what? This, okay, the year ahead. Kate, would you please read the year ahead?
Okay. The year ahead. In part thanks to her international moves as a child, Spear has an immense love for travel. She hopes to do some traveling for Toastmasters in the coming year to meet and assist the members. And for fun, she'd like to visit New Zealand next. And when she's not at work or Toastmasters, planning her next trip or spending time with her new grandson, she enjoys going to the gym and reading books on fitness and wellness. She's still swimming, though not competing like she did as a teen. Her most recent hobby is bicycling, and she and her husband can often be found on some of the trails near their New Jersey home. During her term as the international president, Toastmasters will be her focus, with her eye trained on growth for the organization and its members. I just want members to know they're fortunate they found Toastmasters, because there are many people out there who are not lucky enough to have found it. She says, in this 100th year, we should be proud that people know there's Toastmasters, and in Dr. Smedley's memory, get someone to attend a meeting and see for themselves. Okay.
Very good. So we are very lucky. This year is 100th anniversary. Okay, and we will be all joining this annual conference. So now I have a few questions. I wonder if you have seen the podcast or listened to the podcast. Okay, my question is, what does Radhi Spear do for a living?
Software.
Jen,
Electric engineering.
what does she do for a living? Yes?
Electric engineering.
Software
Okay,
engineer.
she's a software engineer for AT&T in New Jersey.
By the way,
Okay.
Sherry, Patsy
Yes?
just show up. Patsy.
Patsy is
Maybe
online.
Ah,
she will
Patsy.
join us.
Oh, Patsy. Okay,
I'm sorry.
welcome to
Sorry,
join
to be
us.
a little late. Yeah,
Patsy,
I just
do you
finished
have
my club
any
meeting.
up-to-date information about the annual conference?
Yes, I am attending for both days. It's great. I'm expecting it.
Yeah, I'm also excited. I was just wondering, we have to find a time together so that we can shoot a photo together, okay?
Definitely, sure,
Maybe
sure. Yeah.
maybe the first day during lunch. Oh, by the way, Taylor is competing for the Mandarin speech contest. The second day, Sunday.
Great.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
so
Taylor.
we will go support her. Yeah. Go, Taylor. Okay, aim for the championship.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Now, yes. Okay. Now, one more question. This question goes to Pepsi. Okay, Toastmaster International Mission. What is our mission? Toastmaster International Mission.
I think this is something like we provide supportive learning environment where members can grow.
That's club mission.
Mission.
That's a club mission. Okay, if you are a club president, you should know the club mission, because for some club they will pledge the club mission before the meeting, but now people don't do that. Okay, but if you check the Toastmaster International homepage, then you can see on the first page of the homepage includes club mission, district mission, and Toastmaster International mission. For district mission, oh, by the way, I went to Toastmasters Facebook and I saw all the candidates for district governor, for the quality, for the incoming club membership, district governor, and all very, very interesting. So maybe Sunday morning, I think this time, instead of going to the workshop, I'm going to see how I want to go to see the election process. Okay, I will read the district mission. We build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. For Toastmaster International Mission, we empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. Oh, the mission is so short. The club mission is longer. Okay, now, how many daughters? How many daughters? Okay, how many grandchildren does Radhi have? Ida.
Two. There are two daughters. He had two daughters.
How many grandchildren? How many grandchildren?
I don't hear.
One grandson.
Okay, who knows? Raise your hand.
Grandpa.
Huh?
It's in the photograph.
Yeah, it's in the photo.
One grandson
yeah, you can see
and
the photo. Yeah, it's a grandson. Yeah, it's a grandson. Okay. So I will ask you a question. Is international president a paid job?
No. It's volunteer.
Yeah, it's a volunteer role. Right. Good for you, Taylor. And my last but not least question. How long have Radhi served as assistant Girl Scout troop leader? This is hard. You have to listen to the podcast, and then you know the answer. For 5 years. So she is interesting. She's also helping. She's also helping the Girl Scouts troops. Okay, she's a leader for 5 years. Very interesting. Okay, she joined Toastmasters as a charter member of AT&T. Okay, AT&T Middletown in New Jersey. So she joined Toastmaster maybe for two decades. But I think she's lucky and she's determined and she has confidence. I haven't met her myself, so I'm so looking forward to meeting up with her. Yeah. You know, I think it's a very difficult job to travel around, to fight the jet lag, and there are so many things to do. So who is interested to run for the international president in our group? Patsy? Taylor? Jen?
Maybe one day
Taylor?
in the
Sorry, I
long
missed
time
that. I missed that reading part. So maybe somebody else can answer. Thank you.
Okay. Now, okay. But not
maybe
me. I'm
sometime a
70
long
years
time.
old. Yeah. Okay. It depends. I think it's all about destiny because there are so many enthusiastic Toastmasters in the world, but not many people has I would say destiny, you know, because there are so many talented people. Okay. And any comments? Any comments? Maggie, do you have any comments?
Well, I think I share some experiences with her. She mentioned that she was shy and timid, and I was too. And she said she survived. I think I have to admit that I survived in the Toastmaster Club. And she said she hoped to join the Toastmaster Club sooner because of all the benefits she's got. And I think so too, though I'm much slower than her. And after listening to her podcast, not the whole one, but I think 2/3 of it, and the article, I admire her. Okay. And well, I think though she has an Indian accent or Nigerian accent of English, I think her English is clear. Okay.
A little bit like India accent, just a little,
Yeah.
but it's easy to understand. It's very clear.
Yeah, it's easy to understand, very clear. Maybe because of the speed, she didn't speak very fast. In the podcast, she mentioned that she used to speak very fast and that interfered communication. And I think she should have spent some time solving the problem. So I think her English is easy to understand, which is very important when we communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's what
I also noticed after listening to the podcast, I think she is very expressive. Okay, she can answer a question for 10 minutes. She has a lot to talk about, and that is very good. She has a lot of energy, and you feel that you feel happy for her, and you feel happy that she's an international president and she can guide us to a bright future. So I also like the podcast interview very much. Yeah. And
Well,
and Taylor, have you listened to the, if you have time, listen to the podcast?
Yes, I listened to it.
Yeah. And what's your impression?
I also felt that she was easy to understand, and I liked hearing about her stories. I was actually curious because about her mission, like the stated goal of everybody invite a member to a new person to come to the club meeting. I was wondering how is this related to the goal of trying to bring Toastmasters to new countries, or is this a separate goal? Because to me, I don't understand how that goal would help to bring Toastmasters clubs to countries they don't exist in yet.
I think that's one way to recruit new members to the local club or maybe our home club. +1 pledge. I remember in Taipei Toastmasters, we had that kind of actually award, something like that. We will set a time, for example, September.
I remember it's a Bing Bing Ling, right? I thought Bing
and,
Bing Ling Toastmaster.
and we will record how many guests we bring to the club, and then at the end of the time, we'll give an award to the person who have brought the most guests. Something like that, a campaign or something like that. I think it's a way to encourage members to bring new people to their club. And I wonder whether this is related to bringing Toastmaster to other countries. Maybe we can ask her.
Yeah.
See her.
But we at least know that +1 pledge. Okay, this year she has a +1 pledge. That means every member bring a guest to the club. Okay, before the end of December. I think our time is up, so we will be seeing one another
next week.
Saturday. So Saturday, if you have a chance, I think the semifinal competition, English speech competition is also very, very interesting from 9 o'clock. If you can make it from 9 o'clock, it would be nice. But you have to choose because they are concurrent, 2 semifinal competition in English. So choose one. And then we will see one another at lunchtime. Okay?
Okay.
Excuse me. May I know when Taylor? What time is for Taylor's competition? What time?
It's Sunday.
Sunday afternoon.
1 p.m.
afternoon.
I think. 1 p.m.
Immediately
okay. It's a
after
Sunday.
lunch.
All right. Sure, I'll be there.
Sunday. Yeah, it's a speech
Sunday.
contest or English. Yeah, every speech contest. The first day is evaluation contest. The second day is speech contest. Okay, so we will see one another Saturday during lunch. Okay, have a photo together and see you.
Where
Do
is
you
the lunch?
no more
Where will
questions?
the lunch be held?
Okay,
Should be lunch.
lunch. You
Yes.
okay? You will
Is
have
there
you
a
will have the
restaurant
lunch
or-
box. Okay, because you have the
maybe we
coupon
can
with
meet
you.
Oh,
in
okay.
front of the meeting room,
Okay.
around or at the back of the meeting room, at the registration.
Don't worry.
Anyway,
We will definitely find each other. I think it would be better for us to take a photo after lunch. Definitely. We still have time. Okay. finish
Okay.
lunch first, and then
I
after
mean,
lunch we'll try to.
do we assign, point out a place now? For example, in front of the stage or at the
No, I
reception
think at
after?
the reception. I think it would be convenient at the reception. But Taylor,
Okay,
if you have time, go to the stage, okay, to walk around because to get ready for your second day competition. Okay.
Okay, I
Get
will.
familiar with
Okay.
the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good question. Maybe we after we get together at the front desk registration, and we can all walk into the stage and take a photo because they have the big poster there, and to make our photo more memorable. 100th anniversary. Okay.
Great.
We will
Okay,
see.
great.
Thank you
We will see.
for the heads up.
Okay. And Maggie,
Okay.
Maggie, you will be
Hi.
Maggie. You will take charge the next reading. Okay.
Oh, me? Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I will write up. We will discuss Sunday, and I will write up the new roster for
Oh, okay.
for our reading. Okay.
Okay.
So see
Okay.
you. Thank you all. Have a
Okay.
nice
See you.
evening.
Yeah,
Have a
hope
nice
to see you
Good night.
all on
night.
Sunday.
Okay. Night, night.
Bye bye.
Good night.